Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for taking the time to watch my video today. I appreciate that. Today what I'm focusing on is the Extraordinary Floral Bundle, and this is in the annual catalog, and it's on pages 84 and 85. So it's washi tape. So this is the washi tape. It has a die that will cut out sections, and it goes from sections. Like a half of the section is strawberry slush, and the other is fresh freesia. And this right now to the end of the month is 15% off the washi tape because it has strawberry slush colors in it and select items for the month of August that have the current, the 2025, 2026 in colors are 15% off. So let me just show you what I did a card at a recent class. And I will apologize ahead of time. My workstation is a hot mess. I've got stuff out. I'm working. My next card class is the features the Charming Day bundle. So I have been working on those cards. So I've got some of that stuff out for a card halfway in progress. And I usually am very good that I need a clean work surface. Even when I worked at work, if a new project came in, the project I was currently had to put on hold got moved off, clear space for what I was working on. And I follow that rule, even in my stamp room, except for this time, because I've got all this other stuff here. And yeah, I don't know what possessed me to say, oh, I forgot I had this extra stuff out here. Let's make a video, make a card. So just bear with me. So this is the bundle. And again, like I said, it's in the annual catalog. And this is a card we made at a recent class. So it's very, very basic, very easy. The washi tape does the work for you. But I want to show you're probably thinking like, well, washi tape, it's sticky. How do you get that to work? For my class, what I did is I gave them, I put the washi tape on a piece of wax paper. I'm almost sure parchment would work also, but I know this is wax paper. And then I just sort of cut around to give them enough to where they had enough to make their card. And you can sort of figure out, this one might be a little bit more of a guessing game on, there we go, how you're going to line that up and run it through your die cutting machine. So yes, you don't have to do the whole section if you don't want. They did not cut it on the wax paper. I'll probably try that. But what I'm going to do here is I have an extra one, and I'm just going to show you what you do to cut it out. You could also put this on a window sheet. It would be clear. So what I did, it's kind of like contact paper. If you've ever worked with trying to cover your children's paper workbooks from school or whatever. And I'm going crooked. I think they'll all still stay on the paper, but you just peel it off like washi tape. Like washi tape, like contact paper. And then again, you would, this one's going to be easy, this long one. So there, so then you just line this up and run it through your die cutting machine. So yeah, so you, again, you don't have to pull out that whole entire row of colors. And I do even have some extras in here. And that's probably what I'll end up doing with this one. So here's what it looks like, the other one that I cut out for what I'm going to show you. This card was, like I said, made at a recent class. And this is the, what is this right here? The Glass and Gardens embossing folder. And this was with Strawberry Slush two-tone cardstock. I love two-tone cardstock. You have a light side, you have a dark side of it. This is fresh freesia, so there's the lighter side, there's the darker side. But if you have not used this before from Stampin' Up, it's a light, it's not as heavyweight as our cardstock, but it's not as thin as designer series paper. It's kind of like a little happy medium in between, and I love it because now I can add more layers if I want to my cards without adding bulk or weight with sending those through the mail. So that's what I love about that. So okay, here's my card base, and this is basic white. It is thick cardstock because there's not much on this card, so I wanted it to have a little bit more oomph to it. And I'm probably, you know what, I'm going to stamp my greeting. This one has with love. I think on this one I want congratulations. The greetings on here are for the extraordinary couple, congratulations, and with love. Oh, here, I did write a little cheat sheet in my case. The colors for the washi tape are Berry Burst, Coastal Cabana, it has Darling Duckling, another in color. Flirty Flamingo, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, Strawberry Slush. So it has 2 current in colors. So I've got my congratulations. Let's see if I can get this mounted on block. Straight. I'm using my grid marks, my lines on my glass mat. I think that looks straight. I'm going to pull out a piece of scrap paper and just test it and see what it looks like. It's a little high on the one end. Let's see if we can move it down a little bit. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So I've got that off to the side. I want to make sure I have no ink on my fingers because I do that quite a bit. All right, fingers crossed that I'm going to get this. Oh, it's a photopolymer. I should use my mat. No guarantees I'm going to get this on here straight or without goobering it up. So as my mom used to always say, stand on one leg and stick your tongue out to the left and you'll get it to work. So we're just going to see. Okay. And that's it for the stamping. Of course, you could always stamp a greeting or something inside. I am a writer. I like writing everything. I like writing my messages. So I have my piece of fresh freesia, 2-tone cardstock. And you know what? I'm just going to add some liquid adhesive. The texture on there is not, I don't think going to work well with my tape runner. And this is our Tombow glue. I just have it in a fine tip container. Seems to work better if I need to put glue on very small pieces parts. Okay, I'm just putting this off to the side. And hopefully that's going to be straight. All right, I have a piece of light and navy. Secret C. Secret C. I have Secret C. Small little square. A small square of basic white. I'm just going to layer those. And then now I'm just going to start building my my flowers on here. Figure out what I want to use. I think I want this one maybe. I don't think I'm going to use that one. Maybe this and that. Okay. And I have our silicone sheet. So I took one of our regular silicone sheets and I cut it into quarters and I put these out for class. Lots of times, usually what they're working on, they don't need the whole one. So this way everyone is playing nice and they're not fighting for or waiting for someone with to finish the silicone sheet so they can use it. And again, I'm just going to layer. I don't even know if I want anything behind there. Okay, I'm just going to See if we can get that in there. I like it kind of there. Do I want anything else up here? I could always put that on the back. Oh, I do like that. I do like how that looks. So we'll put this on the back. That onto the back. Do I want anything else over here? Yeah, maybe. I think down there. There we go. Whoopsie, that one didn't. I might have to put a glue dot on that one. That didn't want to stay at the back. Yeah, that one didn't want to stay back here. So let's try a glue dot. This is not, the glue dot's not going to stick because of the washi tape. So, come back out with my Tombow. And we will try this again. There we go. I'm going to hold that in place a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back here if I can find some. Oh, I got some pieces, parts. Pieces, parts work. I'll put them there. Here. And I'm also going to put one behind the bottom of that fern or greenery or whatever you want to call it. Now the fun part is you get to sit here and watch me peel the backings off of all these little pieces. It's like, reminds me of trying to sit there and watch paint dry on the wall. Not very exciting. Come on, here we go. Okay, put this right here. And then I have the Pearl Trios. And this is the Petunia Pop. The colors for these are Petunia Pop, Calypso Coral, and Misty Moonlight. This one has the Calypso Coral. Even though this is Strawberry Slush, it still matches. So, yeah, there's no problem with that. I don't really think I do. No, I don't want to add any more. I just, less is more. I'll put that right there. But I think on this one is blank on the inside. Just set that blank. But I'm wondering, do I want to put something in the corner? Maybe just one. I think I am going to do that. I think I am. I'm just going to put one. You know what? This has got the, this is, I don't know, let me, my liquid. It would probably, the glue dot would probably work because this is on the back of the cardstock, but, you know, just to make sure, I just do that. So yeah, so just a very basic and plain card. This one with the two-tone, it has the white core, and this I just lightly used, you know, an emery board, a sanding block to rough up that surface so you can see the white. This one, I just left it the way it was. I liked it that way. These pieces will go in my little container, and that's it. So a very simple and easy card using the Extraordinary Flora Washi Tape. So if you're watching this video from my YouTube channel, there is in the description box a link you can copy and paste. That will take you to the blog post featuring this card, and that has measurements and a listing of all the products that are used. And if you do venture over there, please fill out the information in the blog to subscribe to my blog, Stamp with Leigh. That way you'll receive an email notification every time I post to my blog. So again, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. Bye.